Welcome to the Once in a Lifetime series. In this video here, we're traveling from the outskirts of Sacramento all the way up to the Oregon state line. Going to be going through Northern California, see some big redwoods, Pacific Ocean, and so much more. So sit back, get ready, and the journey starts now. Got a lot of miles to do today. We're heading up to the Redwoods. Gonna get away from Sacramento and the Bay Area. We're gonna go up here, go past Clear Lake, very pretty lake, go to Highway 101, and then we are trucking north. Gonna go see some big trees, especially tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna be right in the heart of it. 5 days, over 300 miles. Should be scenic and epic before we get up to the Oregon state line. This here's California 16. We're gonna cut through a little section up here that I just loved. I used to drive through here a lot. This is one pretty little stretch of road. Today will be a little more driving. I do have a couple stops planned if I can figure it out. But I need to get some miles. Get up to 101. Tomorrow will be that Avenue of the Giants where you can drive right through like 30 miles of nothing but big, massive redwood trees, which will be fun. A lot of those redwoods date 1,500, 2,000 years old. Almost as old as me. Joke, joke. This is called Cache Creek, and it's Cache Creek Canyon, Cache Creek Camping. Used to camp up here a long, long time ago. It was just so pretty to come up here. Especially at night. There's the creek down there. You could catch all the stars at night. This open air camping that was just beautiful. A lot of good memories through here. Pretty browned out right now. They do get quite a few fires around, especially up around Clear Lake. California's notorious for them, huh? Okay, this is Highway 20. It's gonna cut us around Clear Lake. Then right over to 101. I say right over the traffic. Oh my goodness. That's kind of nice on 16 there. There wasn't hardly any cars, but it was a couple days I spent in Sacramento. Good gravy. That was just a solid stream of people and cars everywhere. Unbelievable. It sure has changed. You know, I lived Sacramento for over 25 years, moved away a long time ago, but my goodness, it's changed now. Progress, I guess, huh? It's still a pretty ride through here, just the rolling hills. To the south of us would be Napa and all the wineries, and keep on going and you get down the Bay Area. We're gonna see the ocean here too in a couple days. We're gonna head up the coast. Yay. Alright. Here the road splits. We're gonna stay on the north side of the lake. Not too much farther, we'll be right into the community of Clear Lake. Is probably a town or city by now. Who knows? Years ago I had friends that owned a cabin up here. Used to come up once in a while. The fishing is world class here. Been seeing quite a few vineyards. I don't remember it, but who knows? They probably were here. I see flowers. Pretty time of year. It's right before the heat. The heat is on across the country. Summertime 2024. My goodness. 4th of July right around the corner. Yeah, it kind of looks the same. I'm sure they've built up a little bit. There's a Dollar General. A few miles around this lake. This is a huge lake. I'll find a pull off up here. I need to take a break. We got to change the camera batteries out. Check out the lake a little bit. Oh, I see something up here. Here we go. Let's make a stop. Little side road rest area here. This'll work. You even got a bench. Yay. Davis Rest Area. Here we go. Can't camp here, but there's campgrounds all around this lake. This whole region's covered in camping. No lifeguard. There's all the fishies. What a day to forget my fishing pole. Darn it. Yeah, years ago when I came up here, my friends, they had a little aluminum boat, a little cabin. But back then it was different. Wasn't quite so built up like it is now, but here it is, Clear Lake, still here. Tons of fish. Nice day out there too. I see a few fishing boats way down there. Well, let me get the cameras situated and then we're gonna cut on over. I want to get up the road. We're heading up to a little town called Benbow. That's where a KOA is. That's where we're gonna spend the night. Up in the Redwoods. And here's the 101 heading north. Get out of this traffic. We're gonna have some of it right now. I'm gonna just keep trucking up the 101. Get through some of this, and once we get up a little higher, some of the bigger trees, I'll kick the cameras on. But we still got a few miles to do yet. Benbow was recommended to me, the KOA there and all that, and it's a perfect stop because in the morning we're going to do that Avenue of the Giants, a big redwood tree, so it's kind of a perfect setup for it. Tons of road construction through here too. Everyone passes me. Even the trucks. And I'm doing over the speed limit. Welcome to California. Now we're getting out of that mess down there. This is Laytonville. A lot of little towns you run through on the 101. 101's a slow ride. It's not fast. Especially up here, it all turns to 2 lanes. You have passing lanes on the mountains and the hills. We don't have too much farther to go, a few miles left. Get up there to Benbow. Fuel, it's up there. One good thing about the van, when I fill up, I can get a lot of miles out of it. But I was thinking, once we get through the Redwoods, we're going to start trucking up the coast. Gonna skirt along the 101 all the way up for a ways. What do you say? Yay. Heck yeah. Why not? It's June. We'll stay cool that way too. Let the rest of the country cook in the heat wave. Nice and cool on the coast. The only downside to the coast this time of year, you might get the fog. The marine, what they call the marine layer comes in. June gloom is what the weather people call it. But it burns off in the afternoon, so it ain't that bad. Alright, let's keep on rolling. Here we go. Here's some trees. These are just the baby ones. Baby redwoods. Big pines. The whole air is just full of that pine smell too. It's just very refreshing up here. We got nice blue sky too. But this is a preview of coming attractions, but the ones we'll see tomorrow, they're going to be massive. These forests are thick. You see a lot of them charred. They get fires through here, but look how close to the road they grow. Right there. Big tall trees. Don't want to hit one. Getting pretty close. If I remember right, and I think I do, I've driven this road a few times through the years. There's a cool little stop we'll make up here. Hopefully it's open. I think it should be. Everything's opened up anymore. Yep, here it is. Let me get off the road a second. There it is, Cross Street. It's called the Grandfather Tree. Sneak over there, we'll make a stop. Take a break. A lot of miles today, huh? Well, today was a driving day. Hope you're enjoying it. Right here on the right. Here you go, everything redwood. There's Yogi Bear, all carved out. We'll see a lot of carvings. Now this tree here, it's still a baby compared to what we'll be seeing tomorrow. And those trees there are probably a couple 100 years old easily. Pretty cool looking carvings. It's amazing they can do that without it cracking and falling apart. Okay, there it is. There's the grandfather tree. Look at this monster. We'll get up close to it. That's the claim to fame here, the grandfather tree. I used to stop here. It's like multiple trees that grew into one big one. It's a gift shop here. Little day use area. Pretty cool, really. I've seen those people with those chainsaws and how they take a chunk of wood and can just start carving. Like, who could make an elephant like that? But if you think about it, what a big chunk of wood to start with. You only have to be up here in these redwoods. Even the ears, still amazing, doesn't crack apart. You can put the lines in it for the skin, the line or the elephant skin. But they got a little bit of everything. A little welcome bear. I wouldn't mind having that, but I don't want to haul it in a van. That'd be kind of cool. Then more sculptures over here. I'm a long ways from home on the road. I won't be seeing home till October. There you go. Get that gold pan, which another thing California's famous for is gold. They can put a gold color rock in there. So if you're looking for sculptures like this is the place to do it. It's called the grandfather tree on the 101. Place been here a long, long time. Old mining cars. But here's that tree. Healthy looking too, isn't it? My goodness. It's huge. Oh, that scared me there. Alright, them folks got done with their pictures. Look at the size of that base, that trunk. Here you go. 1,800 years old. Height 265. 24 foot in diameter, that tree. 1,800 years. What were you doing back then? Planting a tree? That'd be in the year, what, 200 and something it started growing. There's nothing. Wait till tomorrow when we're on the Avenue of the Giants. Well, fun little stop. We're almost up to the campground. What do you say we'll get the wheels turning here? We're actually going to drive right through a little state park right on the highway. There's campgrounds here too. I think it's Richardson State Park. Should see more big trees doing this. Here we go. This is what it's like to drive up here through the Redwood areas right here on Highway 101 North. That word north is important. Don't want to go south, we want to go north where it's cooler. I can't go too slow, I got a lot of traffic behind me, but you'll see right on the road the bigger trees. So if you need to pull off, you're in trouble. Look at this, isn't this cool? Fun. Then you drive out of them. Can't really tell, like, I think it's the entrance there to the campground. There's hiking trails. River runs off to the right. You can't really see it. Like a jungle. Look at this. Then you're out of it. That was fun. Okay. We're almost up here. I think about 4 or 5 more miles. Made it. This is the KOA off to the right. Golf course. Wow, I didn't know a golf course is here. We'll just be here one night. Yeah, right up the road, maybe 15 miles or so. We'll be in the morning at Avenue of the Giants, which is basically 101. You're right off the 101 that follows. It's probably part of the old road. And you just drive through the big trees. Then we'll end up in Eureka. We should be seeing the Pacific Ocean tomorrow. Wow, this place is nice. I brought an electric bike with me, their E-Peak. It's their big mountain style bike. I've got camera mounts for it. Once I get parked, we'll hook it up and take a little ride. What do you think? See, all different kinds of rental vans anymore. There's a lot of companies doing it. Alright, got my site. This is a golf course. They got laundry, which I need to do later. Lots of cabins. This is a big one. This is a big campground. That's my sight straight ahead, but we gotta drive around. We'll take the scenic route. They said, make sure you do the one-ways. Okay. No one's here. I could have cut right through. All kinds of cabins. See, so you really don't need an RV. If you want to do this kind of travel, you definitely could. KOAs are good too. They got the cabins. The only problem with KOAs, they get booked out. So if you're doing this style of traveling in a car, you might want to think about it and plan ahead. But a lot of times you can rent these cabins for the same price or cheaper than a hotel room. Then you can sit out, enjoy the outside. Campfires, all that kind of good stuff. Alright, I think I did enough one way. Go find my site. Another thing about these KOAs, they are very kid friendly. They always got the swimming pools and the rec rooms, all that, which is good. Alright, this is the e-bike tour you're going to take. There's the Starlink, it's hooked up. Alrighty, here we go. There's a big old lodge across the freeway. We'll go look at that. We can cut under the bridge somewhere. I think this is it. I'm really starting to like this electric bike, this e-peak electric bike. I was going to bring a foldable, but they're hard for me to lift in and out of the van. This one I can just roll right up in there. Go figure, a bigger bike's easier to handle. Okay, here's their lodge, Benbow Lodge. Supposed to have really good food, rooms, all that. Pretty fancy place. Kind of like a little retreat in the Redwoods. Day use park down here. We got a bike, let's ride through. Heck yeah. Yeah, couple decent sized trees. That rattling is the bike, not me. I'm gonna have to figure out different camera mounts for this thing. But hey, we're using it. We're here. It'll get us around different areas where I couldn't do in the van and it's too far to walk. Okay, there's an old bridge up here, historic bridge, right next to the lodge. This is actually part of the old original road before they upgraded 101. You would have been traveling right through here. FedEx driver catching some shade. Here's the bridge. I'll stop, we'll check it out. Wow, is this pretty here or what? That is an old-time bridge. Got the stone arch under there. Sides are all stonework. That's like the backyard of the lodge overlooking that creek. Here's our sign. Benbow Bridge, 1931. So it's almost 100 years old. Well, I forgot my fishing pole and my gold pan. Guarantee you could find something. Look at that water and stream. Water's low too. Well, pretty place. We're here for the night. Not too bad. I'm kind of liking this e-bike tour thing. We're going to do a lot of it this summer. That's why I brought it. Gives me a little better access. Gotta fix the rattles in it. Nice little park though. We did quite a few miles. We did over 200 miles a day getting up here. Well, I need a little break and rest tonight. Catch up on a little bit of work. In the morning, we're trucking right out of here. We're going to keep going right up the 101. Good morning. It's super early. We're jumping right back on this 101. Want to get up into the redwoods early. Need to make a quick pit stop here in Garberville. Grab some fuel. We're heading for the Redwoods, Avenue of the Giants, which is right up the road, super close. Sun's just coming up early morning, gonna be a beautiful day. We'll do a quick drive through a town once I get fuel. Also, after going through the redwoods, we're going to end up in Eureka, California. We're going to see the Pacific Ocean. Yay! How about that? All right, this will only take a minute. Was that fast enough? Heck yeah. We'll use the side cam. We'll do a little tour of town. This town is tiny, so I thought it'd be fun. Saves walking. So let's switch over to the side cam. And to the right is a bluish building. No, that's town. I'm only teasing. There's all kinds of hotels, motels. This is a huge tourist area. All of 101 is because of the big redwoods. Let me flip around here. This is actually the end of town. Looks like some logging trucks, tree trimming. But there's the bank. There's 2 or 3 cafes. There's your local grocery store, Ray's. And this cafe we seen when we're leaving the gas station, or coffee shop, I guess. Another motel, pretty colorful, definitely old buildings. The redwoods draw just millions of people up here. Plus 101 is the main highway. That's the only way you can get north and south, all the way through Northern California. Alright, there's your 18-cent tour of Garberville, but we came to see redwoods, didn't we? Back on 101. Actually, Eureka is not that far. I'm going to spend the night there. I figured time mess around up here in the redwoods and all that, and then get up there. There's like a peninsula we can drive out on up there. I did that like 5 years ago, so we should be able to see the ocean from there. Yesterday back at the RV park, I was talking to the people there. Part of the Avenue of the Giants is closed. There's a bridge out or something. So what they recommended was take the first exit, get in there, but I'll have to turn around and go around the bridge repair. So we'll see what we can. I'm sure there'll be lots of them. These trees are massive. Alright, right up here there's a big sign. I'm gonna stop. It's kind of the map of the area, I believe. Nice day. Perfect weather. Right up here it is. Alright, this is Redwood State Park. It's California State Park. The Avenue of the Giants, kind of hard to see on that. Actually runs parallel with 101. It's about 30 miles long. Looks like 53,000 acres of trees. It's a shame. I mean, there used to be square miles of these things. But they saved them, which is a good thing. There's a marker for someone. Work for the road department, looks like. Alright, well, what do you say? There's no big trees here. Let's go find some. Hello, sunshine. Perfect timing. Just like we planned it, huh? I like getting out early. Less traffic, less people. There is a visitor center we'll find. They got a little, I guess I'll call it a museum. A lot of displays in there. Okay, here's the start. Official start of the Avenue of the Giants. And there's the flashing sign. Road closed. Alright, well, let's see. We'll do it. We'll just drive up as far as we can, then we'll have to double back here, it looks like. Ooh, another sign. Let's stop. Alright, kind of a similar map. We are way down there at the base, at the starting point. I'm looking for that visitor center. There it is, up near the Burlington campground. So, 32-mile stretch through here. Well, we won't make all 32. What we have, ooh, brochures. We want one of these. There's no fees to drive the road, so that's good. Avenue of the Giants Auto Tour. And just lists some of the stops. We won't stop at them all. I mean, we're gonna go for the main ones. Want to see the big trees? Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed. There. Now we can read it. Same as the other maps. What's this one? Same thing. There are campgrounds. You can camp in here. I kind of checked it, but they are sold out. Totally. You really got to book this way in advance if you want to stay in these redwoods here. There's poison oak. Ooh, don't want that. Here we go. I drove 101 dozens and dozens of times through the years when I lived here in California for work I did and whatnot. Always drove past these signs and seen them and never thought twice about doing this. And then, was it 5, 6 years ago, coming back from the other direction, I drove through here. And I really didn't spend a lot of time. This time we are looking. What's this little lodge? I bet they're not happy about the road closure. That's gotta really hurt them. There's a river that runs through here. It floods. So maybe one of their bridges got flooded. Who knows? Okay, here's Phillipsville. I don't remember all this. Wow, quite a few people, more lodges. Yeah, they can't be happy at all here with the road closure. We should be getting close to the start of the big trees though. Okay, what do we got? Oop, we can pull in here. Right at the road closure. So we can't go any farther. Well, want to check out the trees here? Then we'll go loop around. We'll find that visitor center. Just getting going. Yep, there's some storyboards. Cool. It is super, super dark in here. I'm trying a different camera too. And I mean dark. You could almost need a flashlight. And another map sign. But the state park. Magic of the Redwoods. I mean, these things go up to like 2,000 years old, some of them. You could get lost in here. Look how thick. These aren't the real big ones. We're going to see bigger ones when we get up closer to the visitor center. It's so quiet in here, it's almost spooky. Boo. I just hope old Yogi Bear don't come strolling down the path here and looking for his picnic basket. Well, these are pretty big trees. Just thick. You go hiking in here, you might want to tell someone. That was super dark in there. They don't get much daylight. Those trees are like big canopies, big tents. Alright, this won't take long. I'm just gonna double back to the freeway. Probably have to go up another exit, and then we can get going on this. Made it. Jump back on the 101. Yeah, it's nice of those people at the KOA to tell me about this so I could plan it. It was still worth checking out the going through Phillipsville there. Here it is, here we go, now we can drive the road. And here's the closure off to the right. Yeah, that's gotta be hurting those lodges down that direction. I mean, this is summertime. This is prime time for them. Hopefully they get it opened up soon. Alright, well, we'll just look for places to pull off. They got like little picnic areas. You can stop, check out some of the trees. Visitor center I don't think is open quite yet. But time we get there, it should open up. Alright, this town here is Miranda. How'd you like to live here? It's like living inside of a pine air freshener. I mean, the smell here is so good. Just pure clean air with all these trees. Probably a lot of these people work for the parks and lodges, I'm sure. I don't remember all this. Ooh, they got stores. Get supplies. You can definitely do boondocking here too. Fishing in the river, I'm sure. Alright, I think up here we'll start our big trees. I keep saying that. I guess I'll look at the map. Oh yeah, it's getting darker. Here you go, the trees are right on the road too. It's almost like going back into nightfall. And we're driving out of this patch. There'll be more. They get bigger. You can see the river right off to the left, barely. That river floods too. There. Here, look. Oh, wow, look how dark. My lights keep popping on and off. We're under headlights. Okay, I'll look for a place to pull off. These are definitely getting into the bigger ones. There's hiking trails. If you're a hiker, this is for you. You can go way back in these things. The camera auto adjusts the brightness, so it's making it look brighter than what it is. It's pretty darn dark. It's almost like driving through evening. Well, I haven't seen no good pull out yet. They got them with like storyboards. We got a lot of miles to do. We just got going. You can see where some of these trees have been hit. Because they are right there. I mean, nowhere to really pull off. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting in them. I see a pull out up here. Yay. We'll stop. Here you go. They got like little day use picnic areas all over. These trees are tall. They go way up there. The smaller trees are actually the food for the big ones. Look at that. That'd be a bird paradise up there, huh? Yeah, they can almost have their own zip code. They're that tall. Pretty good they're saving it though. Alright, compared to the picnic table, you can see that one. That bark is thick on them. You know, these things have survived forest fires and almost look like toes, the big roots growing off the bottom. Huh? There's a big one that fell over. Now what's the old question? If a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, does it make noise? Good question. Wow, this one made its own little bridge across the creek. That was a big thud when this thing hit. Alright, well, we'll just keep on trucking. Yeah, there's the river. Right there to the left. That visitor center shouldn't be too much farther. Ooh, back under the freeway. Another exit for it. Oh, okay, I remember this. Myers Flat. There you go. Antique store. Get a little food, few supplies. Alright, well, I'm just going to let the camera roll as we're trucking up towards that visitor center. Alright, here we go. We made it up visitor center. Big campground up here. I think I already mentioned I tried to get a spot, but they are sold out. And I don't think they're quite open just yet. We can take a little walk in the woods. Then we'll go inside. They have guided tours and that kind of thing. But hey, we're going to take the RVerTV tour. Look at this front row parking. Yay. Alright, here's a little trail. Go check out some of these big old trees. Very quiet in these big trees. Almost eerie. Wow, look at the size of that stump. Been there forever. Well, we got here Nature Loop Trail. Okay. We'll take the easy one. Redwood survived the test of time. Amazing how old these things are. And they saved them. This is it right here in this park. I think there's other parks going up through north. We might hit one or two more heading up towards Oregon. Thing is huge. You see traces of burnt bark where fire has come through here. But they saved them. Pretty nice path. It's almost like a sidewalk here. Here you go. Wow. That is old. I know they date them like over 1,000, 1,500 years. Still growing. Looks like artwork, doesn't it? I'd like to have that sitting in your yard. That one's been burned on the inside. You could live in there. peaceful in here. That campground's right across the road. Burlington Campground, something like that. Oh, look at that one. Still growing though. Yeah, definitely some char from a fire. Of course, them fires could have been decades ago. Well, that visitor center ought to be getting really close to being open. Head on over there. Pretty cool little walk. I mean, it's very flat, very easy to do. But they got trails. I mean, if you're a hiker, I think I already said that earlier, you can really get back in these things. Here's the road. Campground full, yeah. You couldn't even think about getting a reservation. People book this out way in advance. Alright, they got a few storyboards. Going up the forest in the sky. Yeah, there's a sanctuary for all the critters. 370 feet in the air. Wow. 37 stories. And there's a lot of them. Life on a limb, yeah. They all got their own little world. Oh, I remember this. These little plaques mark dates. Like this thing started growing like over 1,000 years ago. Thousand years. Can't even imagine, huh? They're hard to read. That one says like 1200. That's how big the tree was at the year 1200, 1300. Puts it in perspective though. Well, even the dinosaurs were here munching on them. And story about back in 1917 when they started saving these because they were getting cut down. These things were just being destroyed for the wood. Got their old tent set up. The old cars. People standing next to the trees, get their pictures. Here you go. Here's your weather rock. If it's swinging, it's windy. If it's wet, it's raining. Okay. Well, let's go inside. Check out that visitor center. And all their activities. More maps. We got a lot of maps around here. Relics of the past. That would be me. Me and the old trees. And looks like more picnic tables. Plenty of day use area. Okay, they're just unlocking the door. So we're gonna head in. Look at that, there's more parks. So we'll find a couple more on our way up to Oregon. It's free to come in. There's no charges in here. Life cycle of salmon. Not long. You know, we get up to Oregon, we're going to see a bunch of that. Ooh, look at the old wood truck. I remember that. Pacific Banana Slug. Okay. All the critters that roam around here, and birds, bears, cougars, mountain lions, hawks, eagles. Pretty nice display, really, huh? Here you go, the Redwood truck. I remember seeing this. Thing's got to weigh tons. It's got an engine in it. They drove it. I think it was more like for carnivals and fairs. There's Yogi Bear driving it. Travel log, that's what they call it. The travel log. Got the old radiator on it. I'd like to pull in the RV park with this thing. Say, I'd like a spot for the night. Yeah, the back door's open. Let's take a look. Oh yeah. There's a little sink, lantern, bed. So there you go. Here's your travel log RV. Pretty amazing, huh? They're loading it off of a truck. Picture of it being built. Quite a feat of engineering for this thing. Kellogg on tour, so that must be the guy that built it. And they took it around. Imagine that pulling in your town. Big old log with an engine. Alright, well, there's more displays in here about the rocks and geology and the trees. And it's worth coming in here. All the critters that live around. Nice chunk of redwood there. Pictures. Ooh, fire, yeah. Probably the biggest evil of a big forest. Forest fires. There's Humboldt County. And history of this place. Big old burl. They can make some really high-end woodworking. Look at this. All porcelain. That's beautiful, huh? All the different bird nests. How'd you like to collect bird nests? Making a home here. Back in the day, you just got the old axe out and chopped up some wood and built you a cabin. They're all having a picnic, sitting on a log. I love these old time pictures like this. History. They're saving history. Wow, that puts it in perspective, the size of that tree compared to the men. But they really chopped them all down in a hurry. How they hauled them out with wagons. Oh my goodness. What a rough life back then, huh? Conservation Corps that rebuilt all the parks and built them up back during the Depression years. There you go, drive your wagon through the tree. They got a couple of those, but the van would never fit. So that's one thing we can't do. Oh, wow. Trains. Oop. There's your floods. Wiping out this area. Well, what do you say? Let's truck up to Eureka. Maybe we can get a first look at the Pacific Ocean. Yay. Because we're going to be seeing it for a while. We're going to truck all the way up the Oregon coast, too. Don't tell anyone. welcome to Eureka, California. Off to the left is a big body of water called the Pacific Ocean. A few years back when I came through here, I stayed out on a peninsula. And I thought we'd go back out there. There's a historic site, some old bunkers and stuff. I thought we'd go check those. Got a little time to kill before I go to RV park, so why not? For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you can sign up for my free newsletter, putting one out twice a month now. In there you'll find all kinds of articles about travel, links, also pictures, puzzles, free downloadable puzzles, free screensavers that you can download. Also, I got a merch shop, hats, t-shirts, coffee mugs, which helps support the channel and future videos just like this one coming up through the Redwoods, then heading over here to Eureka right here on the coast in Northern California. Once again, it's RVerTV.tv, and I appreciate it very much. Eureka is a big time city. It's pretty big. Kind of up here all on their own though. This and Crescent City, this section of California. Once again, 101 is the main highway. You have to cut through the mountains to get over to I-5, so it's kind of isolated up here. Bucksport, different stores. I got Walmarts and all the big stores here. Not sure about how many people live here, population, but it's a good sized town. Logging truck, I'm sure that's one of their big industries here. Alright, we're gonna actually go up here close to downtown and cut over, take a bridge out to the peninsula. Pretty colorful. All the buildings kind of painted up. Let's see, I think the highway goes off to the right. We'll just follow it. Kind of working off Google Maps on my phone here. I believe this is the heart of the downtown area. Old style buildings. Been here forever. More murals. Really congested though, huh? That's why I like getting out on that peninsula. Yay, got through that mess. Here it is. Here's our turn coming up. It's called Samoa. That's where we're going. This is why I like coming to these big towns early in the mornings, because I beat all this congestion and everything. Oh well. The redwoods were worth it, wasn't it? Alright, ready to go see some water? Heck yeah. They got a big harbor off to the left. All these towns got ports. But this bunker, it's a park out here at the very end. There's a county park out here you can camp too. Dry camp. I'll show it to you. Alright, make a left. Ocean is straight ahead, right over those dunes. We're out on it. Should be a pull off or something up here. We can go take a peek. Well, I missed that one. See the waves off to the right? There's your ocean. Yee-hee. Ah, here's one. Let's make a stop. Okay, here you go. Your first look at the Pacific Ocean. We're going to be seeing a lot of this ocean. As we're heading up the coast over the next several videos, I want to focus. Hopefully we can catch a couple lighthouses on the way up. I want to focus on that. Look at them doggies having fun playing in the water. There you go. Welcome to the Pacific Ocean right here in Eureka, California. Okay, some kind of a mill or something there. They probably load ships. We'll go find that county park I stayed at a few years back. According to the phone, I don't remember, there's a Coast Guard station out here. And those old bunkers from World War II. They built those when we were at war in World War II to protect the coast. You see a lot of that along the coast, especially up in Oregon. It's supposed to be a park now. Dunes or whatever. Bring your sand rails out. Here it is on the left. See the RVs? I spent a night here. I forget what they charged. $10 or $15. It's dry camp, there's no hookups. We'll just stay for a minute. They got showers there and restrooms. And this is a county park. And they got a boat launch up here. Wow, it's windy. And here's their boat launch. Now this is the bay. This isn't the ocean. This is where the ships come in. Some jet skiers having some fun. Big beaches. There's a guy pulling out his jet ski. He's done. But neat little place. Kind of off the beaten path. More RVers. I stayed on this end. You just pick a spot, throw a ticket in the bin up there with your name and your money. Tent campers. If you're into fishing, I mean, this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. There's our camp host. Then their restrooms and stuff. Alright, well, let's go find that other day use area where all the bunkers are. I believe that's the Coast Guard station there. And the dunes should be just out past this. Here you go. Wow, we're about the only ones here. This is what I've seen online. Okay, they got a little trail. There's one of the bunkers right there. Let's take a little walk. Well, there's no way I'm driving out there. You better have some four-wheel drive. See what the signs say. Soft sand ahead, okay. Attention hikers. Watch out for the birds, they're protected. So this one big massive day use area. So you can four-wheel out here, looks like. Well, they got a little walking path over here around the bunkers. You want to take it? There's a map of the dunes. Big, huh? They go a long ways. Oh, there's another point. We'll have to drive out to that one too. I've never been here, so this is a learning curve for me too. Samoa Dunes. Definitely look it up, especially with the county park. You can camp there. Okay, here's one of the bunkers from World War II. They stored ammo in them, I believe. They lined the coast with guns, big guns to protect the coast during World War II in case of attack. That was a big deal. They created these places and built them overnight. That breeze feels good. It's actually almost chilly. Little humid, but chilly. Perfect. I know a heat wave's going around the country. Not here. Pretty good look at the dunes. I see more bunkers out here. Just a different time back then, during World War II. What a place to be stationed if you're in the service. Right here in the coast. You know, this is really nice weather. You know, in June you can get the what they call the June gloom. The fog rolls in. Marine layer. There's some people rowing boats. Indians were here, soldiers. Now it's a big recreation area. Pretty cool. Alright, well, maybe we'll mosey back towards the van and then try to find that other point I seen on the map. Then head back towards Eureka and that RV park. Got a ramp there to unload your ATVs. That kid even had chains on his tires. Pretty good sized Coast Guard station. They probably patrol a big area here. Out saving lives. I think up here is the other point that I seen on that map. Where all the trees are. There's trails Must be for the ATVs right there. Ooh, I see picnic tables. Another like big day use area out here in Samoa Dunes. That wind's really starting to pick up. Cool. Those little green things, I seen them down there at the bunkers too. They're catching insects. These picnic tables aren't going anywhere. They're pure concrete. Pretty nice though. Right here along the water. So if you didn't want to camp at the county park, you could easily just come here, have a lunch. Plenty of room for big rigs. Park your RV. Well, I'm glad I came out here, clear out to the end. I didn't want to dry camp tonight. I wanted hookups because I got a lot of computer work to do and much easier. The RV park's on the outskirts of Eureka just for one night. That wind is screaming right now. Few clouds, so that must be probably the marine layer coming back in. See the shadows of the clouds going over top of me. You can see it right in the roadway. Just got to catch a 101 up here. We're actually gonna go back south for about 3-4 miles. Pick up that RV park. And as soon as we come inland, look at this, not even a mile. Got rid of that marine layer. And it's probably a good 5 degrees warmer. You know, if you went inland another mile or two, it'd probably be 80 degrees. The heat is on this summer. It's been a hot summer around the country. Kind of doubling back into Eureka. RV Park should be right up here off to the left. That was still cool going through the redwoods. I'm thinking about that. Alright, gonna get some rest. In the morning, we're out of here. Good morning. We're leaving this little RV park right here in Eureka. We got some fog this morning, some marine layers really socked in. Gonna head up to Trinidad. It's got a state beach. Gonna make a stop there. Then we're gonna keep heading all the way up to Crescent City, right here in US 101. There's the ocean off to the left. But this is typical this time of year. They call it June gloom. It's just a marine layer when it's hot inland. The marine layer will come on in like fog. Once we leave Trinidad, I also found a little road that'll cut us through a few more redwoods before we get out of them. Alrighty, here's our exit. And welcome to Trinidad. This is really small town USA, but right on the ocean. They got a cool little harbor down here, and I stopped here 5 years ago. Let me let this car pass. Don't want to hold up the show here. One more. There you go. Two more. Where'd they come from? Anyway, it's got a beach. We can walk right down to the water. And then also a port, boat launch, that kind of thing. You'll see it. Beachcomber, everyone lined up. There's the coffee shop. Cute little town. This harbor, I think they do marine studies and stuff out of it. Little eatery. There's our ocean. Bunch of boats moored out there. Well, here's your house on the hill overlooking the ocean. How'd you like that? Better like the wind though. But this is just one pretty place. And being California, I couldn't imagine what it cost. Oh man. Real estate here is through the roof. Absolutely incredible. Alright, this is a little state beach park here. They got that little replica lighthouse. We'll see it. We're going to take a walk. This soft sand is hard to walk in. Regular shoes. But here you go. How about a zen moment this morning? Even with the overcast, it's still pretty here. Must be low tide. Water's out there quite a ways. Okay, here you go. Waiting for the big wave. No surfers out this morning. Just us and the seagulls. Well, we'll walk back over to the harbor. They got a pier we can walk out on. Yeah, too bad it's overcast, but you could stay here all day and it might not burn off. That's okay. Still the ocean. I'll take it. I didn't find no message in the bottle or anything, so, well, let's head on back. And little replica lighthouse here. Last time I was here, this was all under construction. Memorial Lighthouse, probably in honor of the people lost at sea. That's a big old bell, isn't it? 1898 fog bell. Wow. 120 some years. There's the names of the for the memorial. Well, I think up here we can get a view of the harbor, then we'll walk down to it. Man, that's a steep climb. Here you go. There's the pier. Lots of fishing boats. Just a neat little place. Kind of up here, this whole section of California, Eureka, Crescent City, and Trinidad here, they're kind of isolated from the rest of the state. It's probably a good thing. Pretty though. Alright, well, we'll walk out on the pier. Nice to be out of that van. A lot of miles. so far. Looking forward to getting up Crescent City. Now, actually, after Crescent City, guess what? We're gonna be in Oregon. Big old boat anchor that'd hold down a ship for a while. That's how they catch probably what, crab? Boy, they sure stink. Woo! Those things are ripe. There's a bunch of them. Well, that's how they get the boats down. They lift them off the trailer and send them right on down to the water. The guy was pressure washing it. They're always cleaning boats. Little restaurant here too. Long ways out here. Pretty neat. Continuous crashing of the water against the rocks. I bet they've seen some serious storms blow in here. Big old rock. Like all kinds of birds living up in there. And life of a fisherman, that's a hard life. You gotta work your butt off. Wonder what those little boats are down there. That's how they get out to their boats. Duh. Russell. They just row out there. Well, no one's coming in or out right now. Must be quiet time for the fish. Anyway, this is Trinidad State Beach. Kind of unique. Here all by itself. Probably they bring in a lot of fish. Looks like crab nets, so they probably do a lot of that, I'm guessing. We were right up there a little bit ago. And looks like little cranes that lift the catch out of their boats, bring it up. Wonder if they'd let me borrow one of those. No. Would they have a sense of humor? Probably not. Well, glad I stopped. I mean, can't help it. No blue sky, but no rain either. Temperature isn't bad. You'd think it'd be cold, it's not. It's in the 60s, but it's kind of humid. So it's really not bad. If you go inland, it's in the 80s. I mean, it's hot. You get away from the coast, it It'll heat up in a hurry. You don't have to drive far to get out of this either. There's a boat down there. Small one. Alright, well, one last look. Head back for the van. Too bad a big old whale doesn't pop up right here and say hello. Got a little duck down there. They're diving for breakfast. Check this guy out. He doesn't fly off. He's saying, look at this guy with the camera. What does he think he is? Just taking a picture of me. He's hoping I drop a fish or something. That's cool. He's still watching me. There's that little restaurant right there. I'm sure it's good. I didn't notice these storyboards. Trinidad offshore treasures. About the sea life. Boating safety, that kind of thing. California coastal. Yeah, all their sea lions and eagles and everything. Heck yeah. What's this one? Conserving California. Yep. Protecting. Look at that picture. They got blue sky in there. So that's what it looks like on a clear day. There you go. There's the van. Fire department's here. I bet they're coming to eat at that restaurant. They earn their money. There's a lot of forest around here to protect. Alright, well, let's head up to the highway. We're going to continue on 101 right up to Crescent City. Ah, here's a little better look at the houses. Room with a view. Pretty flowers. There's that, I think it's a research thing, marine. Remember seeing it on Google Maps. See a couple for sale signs. That's a nice view off to the right. Ooh. Right there where the flag is, there's a staircase. There's a little memorial thing there. Want to stop? Heck yeah. We'll park right here. Why not? This would be the place on a clear day. You could really see out there. I never knew this was here. I just spotted the staircase. Wow, look at this cute little park. Big old boat anchor. This works. The trail is closed. I can see why. That's washed out. You can hear the bell on that buoy out there. Wow, wall of names. Maybe people lost at sea. Kind of a fitting place for this memorial. Big cliff overlooking the ocean. Very cool. Okay, now we'll leave. Had to stop. Got all day. Crescent City isn't that much farther. Matter of fact, that one road, I gotta get back on Google Maps here. Heading up 101, we're gonna cut off the highway. It's supposed to be another state park we can cut through. It's supposed to have really big redwoods in there too. Thought that'd be a fun stop. Alright, here it is. This is one busy highway, this 101. It's the only main artery road that you can go all the way north and south, all the way down to the Bay Area and all that, and all the way up into Oregon. Do that, or you cut through the mountains on a couple highways. Interstate 5 runs up through the middle of the state. Okay, here we go. we're slowing down. What town's this? Oric. Welcome to Oric, California. Yay. What we got here on this busy road? Wow, those houses are right there. Looks like some farmland, maybe, ranching. Quite a few buildings. Older ones. There's a gallery. That green stripe on the side, that's bike lanes, bicycles. There's a school. Just a tiny little community. Small town, USA. Right up here, and we're way up in Northern California. We're probably 60, 70 miles from the Oregon border here. We're definitely getting inland a little farther away from the ocean. Trees are getting bigger. Look at this. Our turnout should be coming up. It's another state park. We can drive right through it. Oh, there's the sign. Prairie Creek State Park. I just seen it online this morning when I was looking for my route. I always do that before I hit the road in the mornings. Here's the other sign. Scenic Alternative Route. Heck yeah. Get off this busy highway. So, not sure what we're gonna see. Supposed to see some big redwoods. Hopefully. Never know what you're gonna find. Wow, big open field. What's this say? Prairie Creek State Park. Cool. Well, let this guy whiz by me here. He's in a hurry. This is why cars were stopping. Look at all these guys. They're watching me, watching them. Looks like low antennas sticking out. They are happy here. Very well fed. Isn't that cool? There's a bunch of... That guy's still munching. Well, too cool for school. And also, just down the road, supposed to be a little section of some big redwoods. Then this road will just dump us right back on Highway 101. That was fun. Here you go, we're getting in some big trees. Just like up there at Humboldt State Park. That was cool, that visitor center and all that back there, wasn't it? How often you're ever going to get up through here to see this, I don't know if I'll ever come back through here. Wow, trees are getting bigger. Oh, good. Pull out. Everyone's taking pictures. Well, looks like a few in here. Let's stop. Yeah, these are big ones. 2 trees that grew together. Maybe 3. Huge. Wonder how old. Like back at that visitor center in Humboldt, when you see them count the rings, I mean, one of these big trees are over 1,000 years. Incredible. I mean, that big one laying there could be laying there for hundreds of years. Sure smells good. I mean, it's just so fresh smelling in here. A few motorcycles there. Gotta check out this big one back here. Thing is massive. Looks prehistoric, doesn't it? Oh man. That is huge.
I mean, it's not going to be exact like a photo, but wow.
It's your interpretation.
Yep. I'm going to walk further back the other way. Sorry.
You're fine. Those folks were from Canada. They were just in awe of this. Way up there. Amazing how the branches don't even come out of the trees for 100 feet or so. Wow. It's hard to get a good shot of these. I gotta get a little farther away. Let me get over here. I mean, the base of these are just longer than the van. There you go. Look how those things grew together. I mean, they could have their own zip code up there. Pretty darn cool. Well, this is the last of the redwoods we'll see. And away we go. That's cool seeing people I've never seen redwoods before and they're just in awe like those folks back there. You know, you can see pictures of them and all that, and you can see them on the video here. But to see them in person, it's just breathtaking. Some of these as tall as they are. And the smells and all that. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you can sign up for my free newsletter. Put one out twice a month. Also on the website, you can check out different articles about travels, free downloadable puzzles, pictures, all kinds of cool stuff. Plus I got a merch shop. Hats, coffee mugs, t-shirts. Even got a cookbook out, which helps support the channel and future videos just like this one. Going through these beautiful trees right here in Northern California. Once again, the website is RVerTV.tv. And I appreciate it very much. Wow, look at this. That wasn't a very long road to get through there. That's a pretty small state park. Very well done. Right back on the 101, heading to Crescent City. Well, I kind of thought we'd be driving out of the gray skies, but it's hanging today. Oh, road construction coming up. Been pretty lucky so far in the road construction. Looks like they're putting in a new bridge. That's a good thing, huh? There's a tourist trap thing up here. We'll stop. They got a big giant statue of Paul Bunyan. I thought that'd be fun. I think this is it. Yep. See the blue ox? Wow, look at all the cars. This place is packed. kind of a kid's place, but we're kids sometimes too. It's called Trees and Mysteries. Alright, get parked. We'll just make a quick stop. Look at those. Paul Bunyan and his blue ox. You see a lot of pictures online with these guys. Here's your selfie moment. Wow, this place is packed. Yeah, getting near holiday weekend. 4th of July, time you see this, it'll be around the 4th. So happy 4th of July, everyone. Hope it's a safe and happy one for you. There you go. Now you got to see Paul Bunyan and the Blue Ox.
Thanks for shopping in the gift shop. You drive safe now.
They wanted $30 to go up on a walkway to see a tree up close. Maybe next trip. It'd be fun for kids. This is a kid place. So anyway, we had to stop, see Paul Bunyan, huh? In the Blue Ox. Looks like a big motel here, so you know you don't have to be in an RV to travel. You can definitely do the motels, do all this in a car. Sometimes in the car you get better access to places too. You know, the van's pretty good, but even this van's 24 feet long, so sometimes you just can't access places you want, but usually can sneak in there, RVerTV style. Well, nothing but ocean. We got a long ways to go. We're gonna go all the way up 101, all the way up through the Oregon coast too. I figured at least up to the Columbia River for now. Then we'll probably start trucking east. Big summer, a lot of travel plans. Actually, I added all this when I was in Lake Tahoe. I wasn't even planning on coming to the coast this year, but the timing worked out, and I went and visited friends in Sacramento. So why not? We're here, we're doing it, we're on the road. Good morning. We're trucking on the 101 North, almost up here to Crescent City. Gonna explore around town, spend the night, and then tomorrow we're heading up towards the Oregon state line. Crescent City, it's another fishing town. They got a harbor with fishing boats. We'll explore it a little bit. All these towns up here are old. And you can see we still got the June gloom. The marine layer comes in when it's hot inland. That marine layer just hangs. Hopefully it burns off time we get up Crescent City. It should. Speaking of the ocean, there it is, huh? Want to stop? There's your early morning Zen moment. Look who just flew in here. How you doing, buddy? He goes, hey man, you got anything to eat? Nope. Okay, well I ain't watching you then. That's funny. And only 3 miles up the road, blue sky. That's what I've been saying about this June gloom. I mean, it's actually beautiful out inland. It warms up. As soon as you drive more than a couple miles inland, temperature just skyrockets. Because there's a heat wave across the country, but not on the coast. Alright, we're starting to drop back down. You can see a little bit of the fog coming in yet. Yeah, I'm going to spend the night up here and then we're trucking north from Crescent City to the Oregon state lines, only a few miles. So tomorrow we'll be in Oregon. Yay! We're going to go all the way up the coast to the Columbia River in Astoria. And welcome to Crescent City. I'm gonna actually spend the night at a RV park owned by the town here. Had really good ratings. Matter of fact, we're gonna take a little e-bike ride a little later on once I get set up. here's the harbor. Let's stop. Want to check out a couple big fishing boats? I drove through here a few years ago. This harbor got all rebuilt during that massive earthquake in Japan several years ago. Part of the tsunami hit along the coast here, wiped out a bunch of these small harbors. Brookings, this one, I forget the others. Did quite a bit of damage. There they are. I'm just gonna stop just for a second. Life of a fisherman, huh? It's gotta be something else to go out every day on one of those boats. Yeah, a lot of motels here. That RV park should be right up here. So I think the plan is I'll stop, I'll get set up in the RV park, and hopefully this fog will burn off and we're gonna go for an e-bike ride. Thought that'd be kind of different, amount of camera on the bike. You can almost see little peaks of blue sky above me. You know, temp-wise, it's not bad at all. It's actually a little humid. It's not cold. Maybe slightly chilly, but we'll see on the winds. All right, this is it. Welcome to Lighthouse Cove RV Park. Pretty sure it's owned by the town here. Alright, they got me off. It'd be to the right, looks like over here. You can definitely hear the old water roaring. Pretty reasonable to stay here too. They had no problems and it wasn't sold out or anything. If you're into fishing and walking the beaches and all that, this is it. Pretty big park, huh? Okay, should be right next to this trailer here. Yep, here it is. All set up. Blue sky came out and the wind's really cranked up, but I'll take the blue sky and the wind. There's the electric X Peak. Those saddlebags on there, I put my gear in it, got my Starlink set up, everything's going good. So we say go for a little bike ride. You can pull forward into your sight. They don't care. So you really can't see the water because of that levee, that berm. We're pretty close to the harbor where we just stopped seeing the fishing boats. But if you're into fishing and all this stuff, there's hiking trails up in the mountains. Pretty cool. I'd say fishing. If you're liking to fish, this is a place to come. Because you can go out on those boats. All kinds of charter boats. You can go out and fish. Showers, restrooms here. They got everything here. Pretty cool little park, really. I'll stop and check those storyboards on the way back. Veterans Memorial. More storyboards. Let's get out to the harbor first. What the heck is that thing? It's huge. My goodness. Looks like town park for the kiddos. Got a big playground. This is one old town. I remember coming through here a few years back. There is a lighthouse. You really can't get out to it. But we'll stop and get pictures of it. How you liking this e-bike cam, huh? I'm glad I brought this bike. This is going to work out good all summer long. Well, there you go. There's a little island out there. Winds are really picking up. But there's your ocean. We'll go over to that pier out there. That's a huge jetty to protect the bay here. And away we go on the RVerTV e-bike. E-bike cam, we'll call it. Front cam, side cam, rear cam. Now we got e-bike cam. Why not, huh? And I gotta figure out how to get over to that pier. Actually, this is really nice. I don't have to worry about trying to park the van and driving the streets. I'm glad I brought this bike this year. Last year I hauled around a foldable one and I didn't use it only but once. But so far this year, heck, we used it up in Tahoe, different places. Got plans for it too, because we're heading to Sturgis. Yay! We'll be in Sturgis end of July. Okay, I'm kind of winging it. Now, one thing in the van, I got the phone, I got Google Maps. Here, I'm just driving around. I think I'm on the right way to get out to that pier. Here it is. Yay! Made it. Well, go out on this and then go find that lighthouse. Out here at the end, and it is super windy. I'm wondering what those things are. That's like that thing at the park. They're huge. There's the harbor island. Pretty darn cool. Okay, away we go. Hi, how are you guys? There's the lighthouse. You can see it off in the distance. And I think I can cut through right here. There it is. You can only get out there during low tide. They had to build that thing like that. So you can walk out. I'm not today, but during low tide you can plop through the water there. High tide, you gotta swim, I guess. Kind of unique, huh? There's some folks down there looking for seashells, looks like. But there's the road that goes across. Look at that one tree. That thing has stood the test of time with these winds. Well, pretty darn cool. Alright, what do you say? Keep on trucking? Restrooms, public parking. How's it like to live there, huh? Right on the ocean. This is called Battery Point Vista. Cool. Well, we'll cruise our way back towards the park. Be sure to get over my website, RVerTV.tv. Sign up for the newsletter for more information on the travels for this summer journey. Big old seagull there. They're all over. Anyway, it's RVerTV.tv. Make sure you get over there and sign up for the newsletter. Putting one out twice a month now. Also got a little merch shop there. Hats, coffee mugs, t-shirts. Even free puzzles to download. Alright. Be back to the park soon. Oh, here's those things. Can't be an anchor. Thing is huge. There's a storyboard here. Wow, they're massive reinforcements for tsunamis. Because that tsunami out of Japan, that hit here. All the way across the ocean, that thing still hit here. Wow, look at that. That's impressive. And away we go with the e-bike cam. Nice little veterans memorial here. Okay, we still got these storyboards up here by the bridge to check. Stop a minute. This bike path is absolutely perfect, isn't it? Alright. Heading out to sea. This is where the salmon probably run up through here. You can see right down in there. Bet this floods through here in heavy rains. Here you go. It's a salmon sanctuary. Gives you a little layout of the town. Where the river meets the sea. Important bird area too. Elk Creek. Cool. I'm glad I picked this park. There's quite a few around campgrounds. I mean, here you got, I guess you got to put up with the wind a little bit more, but who cares? There's your fisherman. Sculpture one. There you can see them flags, how strong the wind is. There's the van. Van's doing good this trip. It is so overloaded. I got that thing packed full, especially carrying this bike. Nice little town, nice little stop. Gonna get some rest. Got the old Starlink all booted up. Get ready in the morning, we're gonna be in Oregon. Well, good morning. Getting ready to leave Crescent City here. Had a peaceful night's sleep. You could hear the ocean. A lot of wind, but it was cool. Literally cool. Kind of cold. We got a marine layer back. That's okay. Yeah, we'll run through a little bit of downtown here, the old town. Nice and early, no traffic. I thought about doing this yesterday on the bike, but it was just solid cars. Caesar's pizza. That stuff's horrible. Have you ever eaten it? There's Tesla chargers. Fast food. Big Safeway. Cool looking murals. Denny's. Go get a Grand Slam breakfast. Senior discount, huh? That's the American way. not a huge town, but very, very busy. These towns like Eureka and Crescent City, they're kind of isolated up here on their own in Northern California. Sure is pretty here, though. Well, we've come a long ways through California. Heck, we started out clear down in Lone Pine, all the way up through Lake Tahoe. Then I dropped over and cut right up through the Redwoods. Alright, here's one of the few highways that'll cut you over to I-5. You still got to go through the mountains, take you over to Grants Pass. So if you want to get off the coast, that'd be one of the main roads. But we're not. Guess what? We're heading north. We're going to see a lot more ocean. Oh, got a little construction. The heck is that? A big crane up here. Bridge work. Overall, I mean, we've been coming up 101 for a lot of miles and haven't been too bad on the road construction. Wow, that crane is huge. We're getting super close to the state line, too. We are getting a little bit of rain. It's starting to sprinkle. I haven't had any of that for a while. I'd say more of a drizzle. Okay, I'd say we're getting close. Starting to see the billboards for Oregon. Road slightly wetted. Just, I ain't gonna call it rain. Just enough to make the windshield, and I had to stop once and dry off the cameras. GoPros are waterproof though. There is the California Inspection Station on the left, which means, guess what? We're out of here. They stop and always ask you if you got fruits or vegetables, always looking for bugs. insects, whatever. Ooh, I see the big sign. We gotta stop, huh? What a cool trip cutting up through Northern California. I got to see the redwoods, oceans, all kinds of neat stuff. But we're right here at the Oregon state line. Thank you for watching this once-in-a-lifetime video on Northern California. Be sure to check out all the other once-in-a-lifetime video series. There's over 40. Covering quite a bit across the United States. Coming up, a once-in-a-lifetime video on the Oregon lighthouses. Journey continues. Talk soon.